Just do one more on the mobile. We've arrived at Great Saxham now. Parked up, there's a car park. Very narrow road I've got to go back on though. But if I carried on, I'd come to Chevington. Well, I am beginning to feel a bit saturated now. So we've come here at Great Saxham. We found a Edward Musk at Little Saxham. We'll come do the graves in a minute. What I'm going to do is just see, just in case the church is open. There's a possibility it might be. What I've noticed, not many people celebrating VE Day. Very isolated cases. I'm quite surprised when I've gone through the villages, there's hardly any flags or anything. Is there? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really felt anyone celebrating it, really. I suppose if you went to church or you were with the armed forces, you'd feel it. I don't know if it'd be open. It probably shuts 4 o'clock. We'll just say. In grateful remembrance of the men who listed from this parish to take part in the Great War. Fordhams, Hewetts, Jolly, McFarlane, Main, Manning, Martin, Brazier, Barrett, Clary, Brinkley, Clevedon, Dennis, Fitch. More Martins, Morris, more nuns, quite a few nuns. Piggott, Pratt, Riddler, Sharp, Smith, Spink, Turner, Walker and Wallace, and another Turner. Quite a few died. Oh, look, we can get in. I'm doing this on the mobile, everyone. I'm doing this on the mobile. I've never been in here before. This is Great Saxham in Sussex with a square tower. We've had 2 round towers earlier in the day. We've had a very busy day, which started around about 9 o'clock. We went all the way to Bury St Edmunds as well. We've packed in a few churches, mainly scanning really. They would need more in-depth work done if there was time. But I have tried my best to fit everything in, and some might get a revisit. There might be a revisit. At some point, there might be. Because normally if I can, I take time to read all these monuments, memorials in a lot more depth. Normally I do. But if I do decide to come back and do some more, I might do. But I am scanning the graves quite well. I am scanning because it's experience for scanning. And so often something really good turns up at the end of the day or at the end of a church that I've been doing. And it's happened today. I hope to do another visit to Bury St Edmunds. That was just a fleeting visit. But I didn't think it looked... I didn't do the old part, I must admit. So I never went down to the abbey or the church where my great-grandmother got married to my great-grandfather. I didn't do that. So that was done quite thoroughly. You don't always need to keep going back. I still need to revisit some places because the memory card was scrambled last year when I visited Wesley Waterless and other places. I think Borough Green got messed up. Dullingham. I think Stitchworth was okay. is because I pressed the wrong button on the mobile. I pressed a button that made it go slow, and I couldn't get it back. I couldn't get it to put on a normal speed, and in the end it really wrecked everything. I had to do a very, very bad quality reproduction. The original was good, but it got lost. It got lost. Right, over and out, everyone. We're now in Great Saxham. We're going to go and look around the church graves. I've come in the church first, just in case they close it or there might be a service. I haven't been in one church that seems to remember the war. No extra, no flags, nothing, no flowers. It's been a very quiet remembrance, I think. Over and out. We're going to use Kodak to go on the outside. We use mobile to do the inside of the graves. I've just been to doubly lock the doubly lock. Deja vu, we've just been up round there a minute ago. This is Great Saxham Church, a square tower church this time. We've just done Little Saxham a minute ago and found an Edward Musgrave. Whether any are here, we don't know. We can find out though. He will be, it won't just be Edward Musk in there. That's the remaining grave. Maybe they've left it now because of Elon. Sharp seems to be a common name. Sharp. Oh, what was that say? This is how you, if you don't go and check it, this is how you you miss out on a grave. Even new ones can carry the name. I'm very, very wheezy. I apologise. It's hay fever time. And the grass has all been cut. Martin's a very common name, and there's people that fought in the war and died mentioned inside the church. Frederick Martin, Geoffrey Frederick Martin, born Great Saxham, 22nd of September 1909, died in Newmarket, 20th of March 1994. And his parents, Ephraim and Caroline. I mention them there because they're mentioned such a lot inside the church. That could be the vicarage, I suppose. Like I said, a lot of people, I reckon, have gone away to London to celebrate. Ross Brown. Oh, a Reeve. Gordon Albert Reeve, 1917 to 1989. And his wife, Sybil May. He's got Reeves in his tree. Somewhere he has. I think it's... I can't remember if his mum's side or his Musk side. I just can't remember at the moment. I thought I'd better mention that name, Reeve. Of course, these are relatively new graves, but like I said, everyone's got descendants. Oh, a David John Wood, 1952 to 2002. And Rosalind and Dawn Wood, 1955 to 2004. Ross and Dave. He was born the same year as me. He's been dead, look, 23 years. You never know when your time's up. Yeah. You never know when your time's up. Like I said, we will be visiting. I was going to go there today, but I decided not to because I was too tired to communicate too much with people today. I did have a lovely dinner though in Bury St Edmunds. Only fish and chips and peas, but it was beautiful. The chips were gorgeous, not great big heavy fat things. They were really nice. Lovely, lovely fresh garden peas and a beautiful piece of cod. And I really enjoyed that because I don't eat things like that very often. Oh, look at that. Olga Wallace, a beautiful person. 1924 to 2018. And the reason I do all these graves is because the names surface in the tree years later sometimes. You think, ah, I remember that name. And then you can find a relative who's married somebody like that. God, you know, I put this bloody big coat on and now it's hot. You know, it's baking up now. It was cold a minute ago. Oh, I'm baking. Let's just turn off for a minute.